AD, Mr. Duncan, Aaron Duncan. I'm happy to have you here. As I mentioned to you, I feel like I always see your social media content and you know
Right.
how to use social media well. But
Yes, ma'am.
in that content, I just see so much joy and personality
Right.
just
Right.
shining through it. And then when I met you at the Forest Park game, I felt that
Right.
same joy and light just
Right.
coming out, which is great because
Right.
we need that in the world.
Hmm.
So shout out to you.
Appreciate that.
And a half. So I want to start there. Where does that stem from? Where does that joy and light inside of you stem from?
I always had it coming up. Very confident, outgoing person. So if I can shine my light on anybody that I come across, then my job is done. So I just feel as though the more outgoing and things like that, I feel as though I can make an impact on certain people's lives, whether that's football, in school, out of school, it doesn't matter. So that's the main goal for me.
Yeah, so it's just who you are.
Yeah, I'm just a joyful person. I like making people laugh, making people smile, having good times.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
nice. So I mentioned I met you at the Forest Park game.
Right,
You hurt your ankle early on in that game, came out, and I just saw you pacing the sideline. You
right,
were screaming, yelling,
right,
and then you just started like doing little drills to get yourself back together.
right,
And by the time you got back in the game, y'all were up like 30. So
right,
like you didn't really have to get back in, but clearly you wanted to. Why
right.
was that?
Well, the game of football I've been playing since 4 years old. So, um, no matter what it takes, if I got to do whatever I got to do, just to get back in the game. And us being up by a lot is like a normal thing. So when I play, I don't really focus on the scoreboard as much. I just go in as if the score is 0-0. So yeah, I did get hurt, but I just wanted to push through, and a lot of teammates look up to me. So I want to show them that you can fight through minor injuries as long as it's nothing major, and pull through for your teammates for potentially later games that they may need you. Whether that's playoff states, you never know what can happen in those games. So just to show them that example, just to lead by example, that's the main reason why I wanted to get back in there and finish through with my guys.
Speaking of that game again, you had this touchdown and you did the little hamstring. Ah, I'm hurt. And then you hit the little celebration. Do you plan those?
Talking with my guys, sometimes we do talk about celebrations a lot. We don't really want to do a little bit too much, because the refs, you never know what kind of refs you're going to get. You never know what refs you're working with. Some refs, they give you a lot of leeway, and they let you do have some fun. Like I said, I'm a joyful person, so
Yeah.
they let you have a little fun sometimes. But just understanding, just reading the room, like my coach tells me all the time, reading the room. The refs, they were pretty good all night. So I was like, why not? But yeah, I plan them for sure. I definitely got them in the back of my mind. So whenever I touch that paint, that's what's rolling.
Okay. Nice.
Yes, ma'am.
So you are the first receiver linebacker I've ever seen. I usually see receiver DB,
Right.
receiver corner situation. So are you a receiver playing linebacker? Are you a linebacker playing receiver? What's the situation?
I just like to say I'm an athlete. I definitely get that question a lot. Especially from colleges. What side would you rather play? What are you? I even had a college call me an anomaly. Like they don't know. I can go either way. So, I don't even really know the answer to the question myself. I just go out there, do everything I can to help my team, and whatever opportunities present themselves at the next level, then that's what I'm going with. So as of right now, I'm focused on both, working on my craft each day at both for 100%, and wherever that leads me to, that's where we're going.
Okay. Well, since we're here, I have to ask you this or that.
Okay.
Touchdown, big hit.
I'll probably say the big hit for sure. I
Really?
think
I
so.
just knew you were going to say touchdown.
I definitely like scoring touchdowns, but it's just a different type of energy when you have a big hit. I feel like it turns up the whole defense. We score a lot of touchdowns of the offense, so I don't have to score another touchdown the rest of the year, and then we can still be good. So, being in the situation I am right now, I definitely take the big hit, and our defense feeds off of each other a lot. Whether that's Braxton, getting a big hit, he's our big hit guy. We call him Headache Gang. So, every time he gets a big hit, or anybody else, we always turn up the defense, and that really gets us rolling. So I definitely say the big hit because I know that'll start sparking the defense for sure.
Okay. Which position was more challenging for you to pick up, receiver or linebacker?
I'll probably say linebacker. I actually started playing. So coming up, I was playing like I was always playing both sides of the ball. But the older I got, I was more playing receiver. And then when I got to high school, um, when I was at Potomac, I was playing receiver and safety.
Okay.
And then when I came to Freedom, that's when they moved me down to outside backer. So it was definitely a new experience for me. Because at Freedom, outside linebacker, you got to do a whole lot. You got to drop into coverage. You got to contain the edge. You got to blitz the quarterback. It's a lot you got to do. So I definitely say outside linebacker was definitely the position that was hardest to pick up. But I look forward to the challenge, and I think I've risen to the occasion every time they've asked. So I appreciate them, freedom as in to, trust me with that position because that's probably one of the most important positions on our defense is the outside linebacker position. So it's definitely it's not for the weak for sure.
So your first year at Freedom, you win the championship. Y'all break all kind of records. What was last season like for you when you reflect on it?
Honestly, it was unbelievable. Like I feel like we was the whole team was really close. We all was like a brotherhood. We all pushed each other. And the thing about freedom that you don't get anywhere else is just the competitiveness. Like yeah, you're gonna have other people who can compete, but sometimes people don't have the skills to compete. Well, freedom has both people who can compete and people with skills. So when you got a whole lot of guys who just compete against each other and have the skills to do that, have the skill set to do that. That's what I feel like, got us over the hump.
Yeah. Well, I'm from Miami. I'm like a transplant in this area, but Freedom is my team. So I just have to say that on the record because like the way y'all play football reminds me of back home. I'm from Dade County. High school
Right,
football is everything down there.
right,
And it's like I feel that when I come to Freedom games. That's
most
why I
definitely.
keep coming to the games.
Right,
Like I just be coming to stand on the sideline and take it in because y'all are so good.
right.
So shout out to Freedom and like you said,
Appreciate that.
competition, the skills, like it's definitely there.
Most definitely.
Okay, so looking into this season, after accomplishing so much last season, what are some things you want to accomplish?
Some things I want to accomplish. I definitely want to step into more of a leader role. Like I've always been a leader over, the course of my life. No matter, like I said, in classrooms, I've always felt like I've been a leader, but I feel like this is the year where I really can step into that because I'm a senior now. So I feel like I want to. That's one of my main goals, just to step into that leader role and be the guy they look to when things isn't going our way, whenever that may be. So that's my main goal for the season. Just I want to be able to uh, be labeled as the solidified leader of the team. So that's really my main goal.
I feel like you already hitting that. I feel
Right.
like you're already that. Everything you've said to this point has been
Right.
about your team and how you want to show and lead by example. So
Right.
I think you're already there. I
Appreciate
think they know it. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so how did it feel to win the championship last year? Like, what was that moment like when the score hit 0-0-0 and it's over?
it. It was bittersweet, because just spending 15 weeks with the same group of guys, practice every day, bad times, good times, team dinners, so it was bittersweet. We definitely got the job done, and that was the main goal from the start when we started back in January was to win the state championship. But time flew by so fast. We looked up and we was in the state championship. But it was definitely a great experience. Playing in a college stadium in high school. A lot of people don't really get that you know that chance to do that. So it definitely was a great, crazy experience under the lights in the stadium. Our fans came out to support. It was. I can't even put it into words. I still think about it. It still gives me chills. That's why I want to get back to that state championship.
Yeah. And you mentioned it was bittersweet last year when it all ended. This is your senior year, so this will be it for you. Do you have any emotions like as you play every game? Like, man, I'm one step closer to my last high school game.
Yeah, it's definitely in the back of my mind. I ain't gonna lie. I try not to think about it. But each week I look up game day and I'm like, man, just another game closer to my last game. Before I really take off and start a new life in college. So it's definitely something I think about. I try not to, but I mean, it's hard not to think about. So, it's coming up close, but I'm just enjoying the time with my guys now and the people I'm with now. And when that time comes, we'll see the reaction I get.
Yeah, yeah. You got to make a TikTok about it, like
Got to.
tears or something. Like I need to see it. Okay, got you. So, talking about college, what are some of the things you're looking for in a school?
So number one for me is education. I want to make sure that the college I go to has a great education. So that's definitely number one. Number two, I'll probably say, you know, different teams do different things. Like just how freedom is a brotherhood. I feel like that's the right thing to say, but it's not. You really gotta feel it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever college I go to, I want to be able to feel the brotherhood, like the closeness in the locker room, within the coaches to player relationships, things like that. So I'm all about relationships. I like you know um, you know relationships where you can talk to your coach about anything, go to them about anything, and so that's mainly those are my main two things: education and relationships, brotherhood. I feel like that's real big because going away from home, you want to be able to, find a new home, build a new home with, new people. So
Yeah.
that's definitely the main two things that I'm looking forward to.
Okay. So to flip the question a little bit, you spoke about what you're looking for. What would a college be getting in you?
Um, well, if you ask me, I say, college is getting a football player. Like I said, I've been playing football since 4, so this is all I know. Um, my dad put me in football when I was 4 years old, and I was playing with 6 years old, 6 year old. So it was just a back then when I first started playing, I was just getting smacked around because I was smaller than everybody. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So now that I'm bigger than everybody, I can pay
Smacking
it back.
everybody
Yeah,
else
yeah,
around.
smack everybody else. So definitely just a football player. Bright guy. Joyful. So, um, I just want to. I'm personally want to be a locker room guy. People. I mean, a guy who can the locker room can trust and come to, like I said, as a leader. So um, I feel like I can help any team. Obviously with my skill set, things like that. So, and I'm just willing to work for anything, for any and everything. So, I don't want it. I don't want no handouts. I don't want anything to be given to me. I'm willing to work. Night and day. You know, anytime. I'm just ready to work. I can't wait to get to work. So,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, colleges. Y'all heard the man.
You heard
Y'all heard the man. Okay, cool. So gonna put football aside a little bit. If I asked your closest teammates to describe you in one word, they would say Aaron is blank.
Mm, good one. I'll probably say crazy,
Crazy.
crazy, crazy for sure.
Why?
I do a lot of things. Have a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? So I feel as though I got to think of the most outlandish things just to make things fun. You know what I mean? Whether something's born or not, I just want to get. I just want to find the fun in whatever it is. So
Yeah.
especially playing the game that we all love. So I definitely say crazy is one. But
Okay.
crazy in a good way, not
Yeah, 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 yeah,
uh,
yeah. Okay, crazy in a good way. Okay. If I asked your parents to describe you in one word, they would say Aaron is.
that's a good one. I'll probably say. Let me think. Hmm. What would my parents say? Let me
I
think.
already said crazy from the team.
Yeah, my parents know me since a little one. So,
Yeah.
mm, I'll probably say
Here we go.
outlandish.
I didn't know it was gonna be like a step of crazy.
Outlandish.
Outlandish.
That's what I'll say.
Okay, I need to know about young Aaron. Like, how did we get outlandish? Like,
Man,
what you be doing at home?
man, young me, I didn't have no brain. I was just doing things. So and they had to get on me a few times. It's I definitely that's the perfect word that I was looking for.
Outlandish.
Outlandish. I was just
That's
young Aaron was doing a whole lot of things. So
okay.
man, it's been a journey dealing with me
It's been-
for sure.
so, are we still outlandish?
I'll probably say I simmered down a little bit more.
Just
Started to think a little bit
little,
more,
little
just a
outlandish.
little
Okay, that's cool.
bit.
All right, so we got crazy, little outlandish.
Little
And the
outlandish.
next question in this series is if I ask you to describe yourself, Aaron is
If you ask me to describe myself, I'd probably say outgoing.
okay. You just ease into how you would describe yourself.
Yeah,
Crazy, outlandish. I'm just
out,
outgoing.
outgoing. Just
Yeah,
outgoing.
that's like a good word to pull those other two together.
Yeah.
Outgoing.
I feel like for somebody who doesn't really know me, like I feel like if I meet somebody, it'll feel like we already known each other for some time. So
That's
that's
how
probably
I
why.
feel. So I will give you that. That's how I
Right,
feel.
right,
I'll
right.
give you that. Okay.
Yeah. So that's probably why I say outgoing because anytime I have a conversation with somebody I just meet, it just feel like it just flows. So
Yeah.
that's
And
definitely why I
that's
say
a really good quality to have.
yes,
'Cause
ma'am.
all conversations don't flow well, and
Right,
off top, like this ain't gonna be good. Let me end it.
right.
Okay, nice. So, what are some of your hobbies outside of football? Crazy, outlandish, outgoing.
I'll probably say some of my hobbies is I bowl. I like to bowl. I like to skate.
Okay.
I like to play basketball.
Oh, these are really good. Now,
Yeah, yeah. I like to do a lot. I'm not just a football player.
outgoing.
Yeah, see. So
See,
I try a lot of new things, but yeah, I like basketball, skating, bowling. I like to play pool, like with the stick. I
come
like to play
on.
pool,
Okay.
and I love playing chess. My dad taught me how to play chess.
Now, listen, I've interviewed quite a few athletes, and the first answer I usually get is, I like to play the game. I'm a gamer. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you
Right.
came with the chess and the skating and the how did you get into all these different things?
Well, one thing I'll say about gaming, I used to be a gamer like back in middle school, but the game would just get so boring to me. So I don't play the game
You
no
need to
more.
go outside.
Yeah, like I need to let some of this. I need to let loose. So I picked up bowling. My granddad, my mom's dad, he was like really good at bowling. So that's how I picked up bowling.
Okay.
From pool, I used to go. Well, I still do, but my auntie in Cleveland, where I'm from, she had like a pool table in the basement. So every time we would go there, we'll shoot pool. And then I was in the Boys and Girls Club coming up, so I also used to play pool there. Skating, my uncle is the best skater I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So I just look at him and he do the tricks, and I try to do them. Something I
Oh,
can't do
you
it as good
can
as
do
him.
the little
I got a little rhythm, but I can't do it as good as him.
I
He
can't
just
skate at
basically
all,
goes
so
back.
I'm excited to hear. I can't do nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. So my uncle he really introduced me to like skating and all the tricks to and stuff like that. And then like I said, chess is from my dad. I think I learned how to play chess. I think I was young, probably like 11 maybe,
Okay.
10 or 11. We used to go over to my dad's friend. He used to have a friend across the street, um, and we would go over there on like Saturday nights when boxing, like because I also watch boxing. I love boxing.
You
I love.
just do all the
I
things.
do it all. I love it all, man. But yeah, I love watching boxing. So we used to go there over there on Saturday nights, and he would play him in chess, probably 2 3 games. I was like, what does he keep doing that? But like, so I told him to teach me. So, every time I get a chance, I challenge my dad. I beat him like maybe like once or twice, but other than that, that was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
These
So,
are some really good hobbies.
yep, yep, definitely different. But,
Yeah, definitely different because I just felt like I played a game, I played
right.
Madden, I played 2K. Like that's usually what I hear. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, but these are like very different things. And I love that you picked a lot of them up from family members.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
I know
I'm
you have
definitely,
a relationship with your family.
I'm definitely close to all my family members. And a lot of even though a lot of them live out of the state, they live in Cleveland, Ohio. I still keep in touch with them, and then every time we go up there as much as we can, because I got a crazy schedule with football and things like that. So anytime, any chance we get, me and my family that live here, the only people that live here with me is my mom, my two sisters, and my dad. and then everybody else, aunties, uncles, cousins, they all live in Cleveland. So
Wow.
every chance we get, we go up there and spend some time with them, and then they come down here and catch a few games. So every time they come down, I try to put on the show for sure.
You mentioned your two sisters. Are you
Yes,
the oldest, the youngest? Where do you fall?
youngest.
Really?
I'm the youngest.
So you have two older sisters.
Yes, man.
I'm sure they look out for you.
They definitely do for sure.
Yeah. Okay. How is it being the baby and the only boy?
For one, being a baby, they try to say I'm all this spoiled and all, but it's
I
not
feel
me.
like that could be true.
The middle child. People never listen when
The
I say
middle
it's the
child.
middle child. You know,
Okay. Yeah.
but definitely having them, in my corner, for another line of support, it's definitely I appreciate them. So they support, anything I need, they got me. Um, and I just, being a baby is like, I'm their baby brother, so they look out for sure. So yeah, I like being a baby is, people overlook it, but I kind of like being a baby,
Yeah.
because I feel like if I was, the oldest or the middle child, I would have somebody to look out over, because
Mhm.
I'm,
Yeah.
the older one. But
Yeah.
being a baby, they got to look out for me. I definitely look out for them too, but
Mhm.
mainly because I'm the baby. They try to
Yeah.
look out for
Yeah. I'm the baby too. Like I'm
me.
the
Yeah.
baby
So you
by
so you know you can relate.
yeah, I do know. That's why when you said spoiled, I was like, that could be true. Because they be looking out. Not that we be asking, but they just do it and we gonna take it.
Yeah,
So
and being the only boy, it's like uh I do a lot of like boyish things,
mhm,
so like
mhm.
football, a lot of
Yeah,
the guy things, so
yeah.
it just adds variety into the family.
Yeah, yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah.
I only have sisters. I have four sisters, no brothers.
Wow.
Like
Four sisters.
football was me and my dad's thing. Like we would go
Right.
to games and I just was always into sports. So like,
Right.
yeah, I didn't have the brother to watch, but now I got you to watch. So
For sure.
this is
For sure. For
great.
sure. For sure.
Okay, sounds good. So talk to me about Aaron growing up. We got to go back to the outlandish.
Got to.
When you were a child, what do you remember from growing up? Like, were you the bad kid? Were you the class clown? Who were you?
I was definitely a little bit of both. I had
Oh, you were
yeah,
bad in the class clown.
yeah, yeah. That's where that outlandish come from.
Got you.
But yeah, I was definitely like coming up. I was just doing things that I thought was little kid things.
Mhm.
Back in school, but I pulled it together. It's kind of funny though, because back when I was in elementary school, I used to get in trouble, and my mother, I would blame it on the sugar, right? So every time, like the sugar from the
Yeah,
cereal,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean. So every time I would get in trouble, I would use that excuse. I'd be like, "Mom, you
Sure.
know what? I had some cereal today." And that was just and she'll buy it, But now
Yeah.
that I'm older, I already told her like,
It's not the
"Mom, it
cereal.
wasn't the cereal, man. It was just me."
It was just
You know
me.
what I'm saying? It was just me. But yeah, so yeah, I
Wait,
definitely
what
was
cereal were you eating back then? What was?
cinnamon toast crunch.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
only answer. There we go.
cinnamon toast crunch. But yeah, so but yeah, just regular little kid things,
Yeah.
talking in class and stuff. But I don't know why I used to do that because my parents did not play that. I was, I don't
Oh,
know
you
what I
were
was
just
doing.
acting out and you had the
Yeah,
strict
I
parents?
had the strict parents. Like when I would come
Oh,
home, man, I don't
yeah.
even know why I was doing what I was doing, but
Yeah. You were just acting up
just
and
acting up,
paying
just
for that.
acting the fool. I
Yep.
used to always think I could get away from things.
Yeah.
So that's why I would do that. I just think, oh, I'm gonna do it, and get away with it, but
Yeah.
never did. So
Yeah. Yeah. You
it
gonna
didn't
pay for
work out. It didn't
it.
work out.
So what was like the turning point for you when you were like, I'm gonna switch over from bad class clown Aaron to like joyful, like different
Right.
Aaron?
Just coming up, and then like I said, I've been playing football all my life, so I wouldn't really say it was football, but I'd probably say just the older you get, you just start thinking about things more, and then you look back on the things you did, and it's like, what was I doing? So
Yeah.
I'll probably say, about middle school, maybe seventh, eighth, about middle school. That's when I just, turned the page and all the childish stuff I left behind, and
Okay.
now, it's just I gotta stay focused. I'm on a mission. I'm
Hmm.
on a mission to eventually get play pro ball. So,
Yeah.
just putting all the extra stuff aside and just focusing on what I got to do in my mission. That's probably my turning point when I really wanted to take this thing serious and try to take this all the way. Um, so yeah, and then one of my teachers I got at school, they said that making it to the NFL is like winning the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
I like to call myself a lottery winner, you know?
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
I'm here for that. All right. And I like that you have good balance because even though you are like very locked in, very focused, and like I can hear it in the way you speak, but
Right.
you also still have fun with it. So I
For
got
sure. For
about
sure.
TikTok.
Right.
On your TikTok, you have a variety of content from captions, they don't make them like this no more. Uh, Running through my mind all day. So I need to know about you. Are you like lover boy Drake vibes? What's going on?
uh,
Or you just doing it for TikTok? You just trying to get our engagement? What's going on?
man, honestly, I'm a lover boy. I can't even lie. I'm a
Okay,
lover boy.
I respect
I'm
that.
a sucker for love. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
respect
I
that.
I love love.
Yes.
So, it's all for the fun and games for TikTok and things like that. But truly, like, I definitely love love.
That's beautiful.
I can't even lie. I'm not gonna sit up here and act tough. Or
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is what it is. That's just me.
Few more questions.
Okay.
What are some of your goals off the field? Just life goals in general.
Honestly, my life goals I'll probably say is uh for number one, I want to retire my peoples. For sure. My mom, my dad, they always make sure I got everything I need. So, I want to be able to, later in life, I want them to kick their feet up. Y'all did y'all work up until this point. So that's really like my main goal. Like, no matter what it is, I want to make sure that I retire my parents. And then other goals I have, I'll probably say I just want to be an impact on younger kids' life. Like, I love kids. Like, I just want to be able to be somebody that kids look up to, whether that's playing football or not. I just want to be, mentor. I want to mentor, kids, um, football, not playing football, whatever that is. I just want to be able to be somebody that, the kids look up to. So, those are my main two. Just, let my parents kick their feet up in a couple years and just be a mentor to kids. They're kind of like me, a little crazy,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's mainly my main goals for sure. And
Okay.
yeah, that's my main goals.
Okay.
Those are my yeah.
Yeah. All right. I like to end with this question. Who is someone who's been instrumental in your life who you have not had the chance to tell? Who is the person and what is your message to them?
Celebrity wise or
Just it could be celebrity, it could be someone you know, it could be anyone, just someone who's been instrumental.
so for starters, the first celebrity I ever started looking up to since elementary school, um, Odell Beckham. I've been looking up to him since a kid. So I've been to a couple games and things like that. But yeah, I feel like he was the main reason that I wanted to take a turn and start like actually taking football serious and stuff. So I'll probably say him for sure. And then another guy I look up to, uh, mentality wise, is Gervonta Davis.
Okay.
Because he like small, he real small, he like 5'5", but
Mhm.
he go defy the odds every time, and
Absolutely.
he beat guys that's way bigger than him. And you just hear him talking, his mentality, like that's
Yeah.
the type of mentality I have in my respective sport. So that's another guy I look up to a lot. It's just those are the two like I look up to from a personality standpoint. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of athletes that you can look up to because of their play. But if we're
Yep.
talking, personality and things they've done to impact the world, I'll probably say those are the main two that I look up to: Tank Davis and Odell for sure.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Solid. And I'm happy you gave me those answers because, like, a lot of people don't think to say celebrities when I ask this question, but they
Right,
can definitely be influential in your life
for
because,
sure.
like, we get to see them and we get to pick up things from them. So those
Right,
are really solid answers.
appreciate that.
Odell in Baltimore now, so like
Right. So yeah, I'm
I'm
definitely gonna
a
look
Steelers
at the game
fan,
for sure.
so I don't really care too much about the Ravens. But Lamar is from South Florida. I'm from South Florida, so shout out to Lamar.
shout
But
shout to him.
yeah, go Steelers though. Go Steelers, though.
Browns.
Are you? Wait. Oh, I was gonna end this interview on a good note, and you just did that.
Brownies. Here we go, Brownies.
Oh
Here we
no,
go.
no! I'm better with Baltimore than I'm with the No.
Browns, baby.
Okay. Well,
We're
we're
winning
gonna
the Super Bowl this year.
Whoa! Say that again. Say that again.
The Browns are winning the Super Bowl this year. You heard it
What's
here
who's
first.
Super Bowl? 9-0, 9 and under, 10 and under. They ain't winning no National Football League. Super
Hey,
Bowl.
guess what?
What?
Browns, Super Bowl. Watch.
No.
Heard it here first.
No.
I want y'all to come back to this video when the Browns win the Super Bowl.
50 years from now, this video will still live on YouTube, and y'all can come. Y'all can come and say, Aaron, is he the future? You heard it here first. 2073. Go Browns.
Oh no! Don't play my Brownies like that. Don't play my Brownies.
I'm playing your Browns like that.